Okay, as you can damn well see, we have a lot of boxes of cereal to get through. I didn't expect these to show up at my studio today, so I ended up taking them home because I don't want to waste time when it comes to this. If you watch my Magic Spoon cereal review video, which is a couple of days ago, I kind of alluded to the fact that I wanted to try more of these protein cereals. There's a bunch of comments that brought up this 3 Wishes, not knowing that I ordered them. These are supposed to be here like 2 days from now, but somehow they showed up today. They must have been delivered by FedEx because you can see all of these look like somebody people's elbowed them. But either way, this is a brand called 3 Wishes, also another protein cereal. And yeah, the only difference with this one is it's not as much protein as the last one we did, which was from the Magic Spoon. This has 8 grams of protein, and it does have a little bit of sugar. There's 3 grams in here as opposed to like none in the Magic Spoon. But there are 6 different kinds I got. I ended up paying $40 for this and ordering it off Amazon in order to try this. But, you know, I like making this type of content, and you guys, if you're interested, you know, we'll always do stuff like this because it's cool. So I'm not going to waste y'all time. We're going to get right into this one. So the fruity variety, and they all seem to have the same names. This is like Fruit Loops again. They are little fruit O's in the same, I'll just pour it out, in the same manner. Also, you're going to notice this when we're pouring these, I got like 10 different types of bowls here. I don't have 6 bowls, bro. I live alone. I just don't carry that many bowls with me. And I don't feel like washing them all in between. So we got Tupperwares and all types of stuff. But let's try these fruity. The difference with this, it says fruity, but there's only one color. It's red. Like the whole thing is just red. Like you would expect different colors of loop. And they're all just red, which is really weird. But either way, let's try this. This is very similar to the Magic Spoon ones that I have. The only difference is they're slightly sweeter than the Magic Spoon, which is to be expected. 3 grams of added sugar as opposed to none. There's also 3 grams of fiber in here, which is the great equalizer for sugar. There's also less fat, 1.5 grams. Instead of allulose, it uses organic cane sugar, which is why I think these do taste slightly better. Texturally, they're both the same. Not the best texturally, but I think I'm so used to eating from the first brand, it doesn't bother me as much. I would put this on par with the other one. They're equal, but for different reasons. This one's slightly sweeter, but again, there's less protein, so there's a trade-off there. If you care more about protein, get the other one. If you care more about sugar and less protein, get this one, but they do taste the same. I would say, out of 10, same score as the other one. 8. Protein scale. Again, I'm not expecting actual cereal from here, but nonetheless, nice job with the same thing. Okay, this is where things are going to start to get a little weird. This is the strawberry one, and the reason I'm saying this is weird because the other one, if you'd have told me a strawberry, I'd have believed you. So they do seem the same, and they are literally the same color. So this should be interesting. Let's see. The macros on these seem to be universally the same. Again, it's $1.30, 1.5 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, fiber, all that stuff. It's still the same. So, nothing else changes. These look identical to the other ones. So I'm just interested, like, what are we eating here? Here we go. Literally the same cereal. Oh, it tastes like strawberry ass. Man. Is it really that hard to make these cereals taste good? The fruity one, again, is much better than this. The strawberry on this is really, really weird tasting. What the hell is that? This is like... I wouldn't feed this to anybody. Fun story, by the way. Last episode, we did the Magic Spoon, and I said, I'm going to give this to somebody I didn't like. I told you guys this before, but I drop a lot of food off to my parents. My dad texted me. I guess he saw the video. He said, thanks for not giving me that cereal. That's funny as hell, but that gets a 1 out of 10. That's not funny. It's actually gross. Cocoa. A lot of the same flavors again. Last video, I said, I had a dog named Coco when I was a kid, which I did. So, here we go again. If this tastes as bad as the other one, this video is going to go really quick. It's not bringing in the points. Got a whole row of spoons over here and just assorted bowls, bro. But, you know, here we go. This is still ass, but it's slightly better than the Magic Spoon version because it has sugar in it. So it still tastes like unsweetened cocoa powder cardboard styrofoam puffs. But the unsweetened is slightly sweetened. These still suck, but not as bad as the other ones. I'm seeing a trend here so far. Stick to the fruity versions of the cereals because this is going to go really fast if these are all just as bad. I'm giving this one a 3 out of 10 because the other one was a 2. But they're still not very good. The thing that absolutely... Look at this, man. I got, like, Tupperwares. Normally I store, like, vegetables in this. I don't even think I've used this one yet. But the thing that I'm starting to notice is just how the aftertaste on these, on some of them, I don't know if it's like the monk fruit extract or the pea protein, but when you put all that extra weird stuff in cereal and you don't sweeten it, that aftertaste is going to come back to bite you. But this is the, what is this? Vanilla Frosted. So kind of like Frosted Flakes or Vanilla Frosted Cheerios. I can't, like, I just, man. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, let me try this first. My row of spoons over here. Vanilla Frosted. Almost like I'm waiting for the aftertaste. Not as bad as the other ones. This one's okay. Not as good as the fruity one, but not as bad as those two, which were awful. The aftertaste is nowhere near as bad. And that vanilla is actually pretty pleasant. Again, the Frosted, don't expect Frosted Flakes, but I have 2 scoops of it. So far, this is the second best one of any of them I've had so far. And I'm going to give it a 7.5. I would eat this one. I would eat this one. I'm not mad at this one. I'm angry as hell at those other 2, though. Next up is the honey. A lot of repeating flavors with these. Surprised they don't have a peanut butter, because most of them do seem to have one of those. Look at this one, the extra medium. Again, we're only doing small little servings of it, so I don't need a lot, which is good. Also, just a quick little note for people who need, like, dietary tips. One good thing to do with portion control, make portions this big. Even if you want seconds, pour it in portions this big, and then just eat it this way you don't overeat. People tend to make big bowls or big plates of something, and you'll eat what's on your plate. But if you have to keep making plates of it, you'll tend to eat less. Just a little tip. Worked for me. All right, so here's the honey. This one's pretty good. It kind of tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. And I think I've said this a bunch of times. I'm not the biggest fan of Cheerios, but I'd kill for Cheerios over this. Cheerios actually has protein cereal. Maybe we'll do that too, because this tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. Got a little bit of sweetness from the honey. This might be the best one I've had so far. And again, if I'm picking normal cereals, I would never pick Honey Nut Cheerios. But I'm almost like, oh yeah, finally. That's the scale we're working with here. This is the best one so far. Of any of these cereals, is my favorite one I've had. Still not great, but on this scale, for this, I'm giving this a 9. Like, if you're gonna eat a protein cereal, I would highly suggest picking up that one. And it's the first one, I'm like, no, it's not bad. I still think if you I'll put it this way. If I gave this cereal to somebody who didn't know it was protein cereal, they would say this cereal is terrible. You get what I'm saying? So my expectations are a little different. So I hope people understand why I always say I rate things to scale. None of these are respectable cereals that I would just sit down as a kid and have Saturday morning cartoons with. None. And finally, cinnamon, which was a really bad flavor with the Magic Spoon. All right. One more for the road. 6 boxes of cardboard for the content. Here we go. Cinnamon cardboard. That's a way too big of a spoon. This is way better than the Cinnamon Magic Spoon one. I would expect these to be better, knowing that there's some sugar in this. And if you have less protein, you probably use less weird ingredients. So this is like slightly sweetened cinnamon cardboard, but way better than the other version, which wasn't like sweetened at all. If I'm picking a brand, I would go with this one based solely off of taste. If I have protein needs, I would just use a higher protein milk or even throw protein powder in a damn cereal. But this one, I'm going to get a 5 out of 10. It's average on that scale of cereal. But I'm going to reiterate this again. Please don't fall for the marketing tactics of protein cereals. I'm only reviewing this, not as a suggestion of you trying something or not based off of, oh, it has high protein. I'm solely reviewing this because people were curious about how they taste. For me personally, I would never buy any of these cereals. If I want something that's high protein, I would rather have a protein shake and get regular ass cereal and work the calories so that they're the same than do that. Or any other way. I'm the same way with most high protein ingredients. I tend to think that most of them are, I don't want to say stupid and I don't want to say a ripoff, but I think they're just a tactic and you can just have better tasting food that will get you to the same place than doing this. I would literally rather make egg whites and eat it alongside a bowl of cereal than have any of this. That's a personal preference. Now, there's a lot of people in the last section, in the comment section, that kept saying things like that. I want you to understand it because I feel like maybe sometimes people don't hear me because you say, oh, I talk too much, but then you don't listen when I talk. So I'm gonna lean on into the screen and get over the counter. I agree with you when it comes to all of the stuff that I review. Like, oh, you could make meal prep services at home. I know. I'm aware. That's not why we're reviewing these. Some people would rather eat this and they want to know, is it taste good? Is it worth it, or does it taste good? Or is the meal prep stuff worth it if I feel like actually forking out the money? Because the money isn't the problem, it's the time. I just want people to know that because I feel like there's a lot of people that click on these videos and they're always like, who the hell would eat that? Clearly there's a market for it because there's a bunch of brands. So I feel like I repeat myself a lot, but people I feel like I talk in Braille, which is impossible. That's the point of doing that. But either way, I would pick this brand over the other one based solely off of taste. If you want higher protein, I would go with that one if you just want to eat these cereals. But again, I'm going to reiterate it for the 5th time because people do not listen to me. And I feel like even though I say things in a video, you don't hear me. I wouldn't buy these, personally. I would get like a Fairlife milk and get regular cereal, which has way higher protein, and just do that. That's personal. But the reason I drink cashew milk is because of the calories. It's 25 calories per 8 ounces, and I just like that. I'm not here for protein, because this is just to try stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, but there's no outro on this channel.